Everyone makes choices on a daily basis that have a big effect on their lives. Could be as simple as how to do your hair or as major as wearing a seatbelt. All the decisions that we make on a daily basis impact our lives. I am concerned about the topic of wearing seatbelts because the rate of injuries and death due to people not wearing seatbelts is consistently rising. I have personally lost loved ones due to accidents where they were not wearing their seatbelts. My personal experiences are the fuel for choosing this topic for my persuasive speech. I hope that all of you are listening to this speech and that you take in the laws, facts, and personal story provided to help persuade you to wear your seatbelt on your daily travels. There are two types of seatbelt laws, primary and secondary. A primary seatbelt law allows an officer to issue a ticket to a driver and passenger for not wearing a seatbelt without any other traffic offense. A secondary seatbelt law allows officers to distribute a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt, but only when there is other citable traffic violations. This also means that you can't get pulled over solely for not wearing your seatbelt. In some states, seatbelt laws only pertain to people that are sitting in the front seats, while other states have laws that pertain for people sitting in any seats. In Idaho, you can get a ticket for sitting in any seat in the car. In Idaho, the laws say that if you are 7 or older, that is a secondary offense and that it will be a cost of $10. If you are driving and under the age of 18 not wearing a seatbelt, it is a primary offense and can cost roughly $52. Using your seatbelt is the most effective way to save your life and reduce injuries in a crash. The leading cause of death in the United States for ages ranging from 1 to 52 is vehicle crashes. In 2014, there was a total of 21,022 people that died because of vehicle crashes, and over 50% of the people that died were not wearing their seatbelts. Teens have the lowest percentage of seatbelt use compared to any other age group. Reasons that people say that they do not wear their seatbelts are that they are uncomfortable, the trip was short, forgetfulness, not understanding the importance of a seatbelt, and that seatbelts aren't cool. Michigan police say that seatbelts rarely cause injuries in a crash. If there are injuries present, they are surface injuries such as bruises, and much less severe than if you were not wearing your seatbelt. Wearing a seatbelt, you are increasing your chances of survival as roughly 50%. My sophomore years of high school, I sat next to one of my best friends, Bobby, in my American character class. One Friday, at the beginning of the school year, we made plans for the weekend. That night, we both went to the football game and cheered on our Mountain View Mavericks for a victory. We enjoyed and surrounded ourselves with friends in the glow of the football lights. On Saturday, our plans ended up falling through because one of our friends bailed. That night, he texted me later on telling me to meet up with him, but at that point, I had already fallen asleep. The next morning, when I woke up, I heard the worst news that I could ever imagine. My dear friend Bobby had died in a car crash. There were 4 people in the car, and only 2 of them survived. Bobby and Tiffany were not wearing their seatbelts and were ejected from the car. If they had made the decision to wear their seatbelts, they would have had a higher chance of still being alive today. Bobby's mom created Buckle Up for Bobby, where she went around to schools and told kids her story and helped persuade them to wear their seatbelts. To this day, I still imagine the amazing man that Bobby would have become. In conclusion, we make choices every day that affect our lives. Some choices that we make are small factors but make a tremendous difference. The choices to put on your seatbelt and have everyone else in your vehicle do the same is a major choice. I hope that the personal story and information on laws and facts shared will ensure to you to make the right choice to wear your seatbelt. Wearing a seatbelt brings down your chances of being severely injured in a crash. Whether you are driving or a passenger, please make the decision to spend the short amount of time that it takes to raise your possibility of survival if there happens to be an accident. Remember to buckle up for Bobby and all those who have suffered in crashes. Thank you.